One of the things that I love about strength and conditioning is being able to take successful athletes, finding their weak links, and correcting them so that we can help that athlete live up to their potential. And that's why we do stuff like assessments. Doesn't matter how successful, how good the athlete is. We always do, an FMS or a table assessment, kind of check internal rotation at hips and shoulders, external rotation, that sort of thing. So working with an athlete today, and what I noticed is we put him on the table, we checked his hip external rotation. He's got tons of external rotation. And then we checked his internal rotation, blocked at about 10 degrees. And that's a problem. That's a weak link. So that's one thing that we realize, we need to do more of what we're not so good at and less of what we're good at. Now, the problem with hip internal rotation is it's very hard to mobilize on your own. So, of course, we're going to do a lot of manual mobility drills. But, one thing that I want to give this athlete, because I can only see him a couple times a week, is something he can do on his own to kind of drive internal rotation. And what that is, and we're going to show you guys, but it's just, if we do an SLDL and we cue the toe in, this is internal rotation, and if I also cue the reach across this way, then I'm driving that internal rotation on both sides, and I can do this just as a warm-up movement. So I wanted to show you guys, actually show you Joe doing a couple reps of this, because he could use one more set here after the workout. So Joe, if you start, take your left leg on the ground, now take your right leg and turn it in. So let's make sure that knee's straight. Good. So he's got internal rotation on that right side. And then as he reaches, he's going to reach across and get nice and long. Let's do 3 reps each side. And you'll see I'm constantly cueing that right foot wants to spin out. You can see it wanting to spin out, and it does a little bit. But the more that we improve that IR, the less it'll spin out and the more we can hold that position. So let's go other foot too. So turn it in, knee straight, and he reaches across towards me. Another thing that's awesome about this is when you cue the internal rotation, in this case on that right hip, it allows him to kind of drive that femur into that big mass of muscles up there and really load his hip, which is important in some of the stuff that we're doing with developing him as a running back. So Joe, good work. We'll see you.